Making a woman orgasm better. What a juicy topic we're dealing with today. So whether you're a man or a woman, if your partner has a vulva, this video is for you. My name is Helena Nista and I make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And today I'm going to share with you 10 steps to making your woman orgasm better. Feeling pressure around needing to come is a big enemy of orgasms. So start by reassuring your woman that nothing needs to happen. There is nothing required of her or of her experience in your encounter together. The goal here is pleasure and having fun together and enjoying some beautiful, hopefully blissful moments of touching each other's bodies, or you touching her body if that's the goal here specifically, without anything in particular needing to happen. Always remember that if you have an expectation that she needs to come as a result of your touch, she will feel that expectation, and that in itself will inhibit her orgasmic capability. A great friend of orgasms is relaxation. So make sure to start by relaxing her entire body. Don't go to her breasts or her genitals too quickly. Don't start stroking any of her primary erogenous zones too quickly. Make sure to give her plenty of relaxing, soft, loving, caring, full body touch, because that will open up and prepare her body for what's to come. Sex is a very intimate thing, and what really helps a woman get into that sexual or even orgasmic zone and space is feeling emotionally connected to you. So don't disregard that step. Don't think that sex is just about the physical touching, stroking, caressing, penetrating, friction, and bodies rubbing against each other. Make sure to look her deep in the eye at the beginning, but also at different times throughout your sexual experience together. Talk to her of your feelings for her, of your love, of your appreciation for her and her body. Making her feel really seen by you and connected to you will make a huge difference to her experience. When you're touching her, remember to take your time and not to be too quick or too in a rush here. When you're touching her, arousing her, and building up her turn on, think of it this way: the more time you spend here, the more arousal and erotic energy you create in her body, the more explosive and powerful her orgasm is going to be. It's a little bit like filling up a bucket with water. If you only take a few seconds to fill up that bucket, you only get a little bit of water on the bottom, and when you tip it over, you're gonna have a relatively small splash. But if you take your time and really keep waiting and adding that water so that the bucket is properly full, and then you tip it over, you're going to have a much more powerful splash. In the same way, the more aroused she is in her body, the more sexual energy you've built up in her system, the more amazing and mind-blowing her climax is going to be. Her breasts should be your best friend because they really hold the key to opening deeper layers of her sexual experience. It's like stimulating her breasts and her nipples gives you access to deeper levels of her pleasure so that you can give her a better experience. And those deeper levels of pleasure will not be available to her or to you as the giver of that pleasure if you go to her genital area too quickly. And I have a fantastic video on giving your woman a fun and blissful breast massage here, so make sure to watch it after this one. Once you've relaxed and touched and stroked and pleasured her entire body and her chest, then you can move on to her clitoris. In many ways, a woman's clitoris is the center of her orgasmicness and her eroticism. So knowing exactly where it is and how to touch it and how your woman best likes it touched puts an amazing power in your hands as her lover. And if you'd like to learn a bit more about that topic, then you should absolutely watch this video next. Please also remember that touching it for a little bit before penetration is not enough. You need to give her clit appropriate stimulation before, but also at different intervals during penetration. Clitoris stimulation doesn't end just because you start to go inside of her. Another amazing spot on her body that absolutely needs your attention on this orgasmic journey is her G-spot. The G-spot is located inside of her vaginal canal on the anterior wall, closer to her belly, about 2 or 3 inches in. And a huge majority of women find the stimulation of the G-spot extremely pleasurable, arousing and fun. So if you're not sure where her G-spot is or what exactly to do with it, be brave enough to have conversations about this topic with her, and also to explore, with her help and her feedback, what's exactly going on inside of her vagina and what feels good and what doesn't. This could be a fun and ecstatic journey that you can go on together. The next spot you need to know about is her cervix, which is located at the very back wall of her vaginal canal. The cervix is typically stimulated during penetration when your penis is going in and out of her vagina. And the problem is that a lot of men do this kind of motion very mechanically or absent-mindedly or kind of automatically without giving the cervix appropriate love and care through their touch. So being slower, more mindful and more intentional with your penis when you're penetrating her means that she can derive a lot more pleasure from her cervix, because the cervix can remain much more sensitive to your touch. And this also means that she'll get access to deeper levels of orgasms in her body. So while going hard and fast is definitely fun, make sure to also go gently and slowly. Another important point is to customize your touch to her. Yes, it's very important to educate yourself and to learn all the different ways to touch her body and stimulate her body and arouse her and tease her, etc. But what you also need to do with all that knowledge is to make sure that it works for her. Not every woman likes her clitoris to be stimulated in circles. Some women prefer for you to go up and down or side to side. Not every woman loves feather-light, gentle kind of touch on her breasts and nipples. Some women prefer for that touch to be firmer and stronger. Some women absolutely love to receive an abundance of oral sex. Others find it very helpful when their partners can also use a vibrator. So make sure to keep asking for her feedback and keep adjusting your touch to suit her needs. And finally, we all need sexual education to be better lovers to our partners. So make sure that you never stop learning when it comes to your skills in the bedroom. Have a browse through my YouTube channel and watch all the different videos that you find most interesting and intriguing. And if you'd like a more comprehensive approach with everything being kept in one place, then you will love my course, How to Pleasure Her. It will teach you about everything from her deepest sexual desires through the most masterful ways of teasing and seducing her, all the way to taking her to the most mind-blowing orgasms of her life. So if it feels like this program might be right for you, make sure to grab the link from the description bar below, and I hope to see you there.